strike to the temporal bone there, and, you crushed that, and that was the end of the fight for that guy. So, you know, that's an important strike. Kevin, can I do this one with you? May I have a bow? I'm going to switch around here. And again, as Kevin comes to attack me with that sword, comes down, I want to strike right into that bone. You can see that I'm far enough away that if something goes wrong, I'm safe. And I'm using this right here to hit right there, and also knock off ladybugs from people's arms. So, so the important part here is the distance, the timing, the angling. I'm safe from the sword, and a very accurate strike right to that temporal bone. That's the important thing. The next technique is hana-age, and I think Kevin and I will do this one together. Hana-age, I believe, was born from the fact that samurai in the old days wore these pants called hakama. And if you've seen old samurai movies, or if you've seen a hakama, sometimes the Aikido folks wear them. This is kind of a loose, baggy pair of pants. And the hana-age was used to grab at the hem of those pants and lift them up and trip the samurai. Now, Kevin is not wearing hakama today, but if he'll just stand there. Basically, the technique goes like this. If he was attacking me, I would go down here and I would lift underneath here to grab his pants and pull it up to unbalance him. Then I could attack in after that, but it was used to unbalance him. Clearly, any strike that can be useful from the bottom up is a hana-age, and you can use it for that. The guy does not have to have an hakama. The hana-age. Now, the point of this hana-age, how you do it is kind of like you're pumping. Okay, I'm taking it here, I'm lowering my legs, this hand's just kind of guiding, the right hand's guiding, and let's use the blade here a little bit, just like that. Okay, I don't want it to hit it. Okay, so if I would move in, knocking out, may even be able to knock it over. Then I'm back to my head strike. But can you see how that works? One more time. Right out of his body. And I can really use my body to throw that stick away in the hana-age. I call this the dust your broom. And this is a good technique. It's a good little form to practice to get yourself really used to working with a stick. And it goes simply like this, as if you were dusting your broom. Slides down, up, slides down, up. It's a good little routine. And if you practice this, you get a kind of a flow to it. You can see that kind of use gravity to let it slide down. This stick is a little sticky, but slides down, slides out, slides out, slides out. And, you know, just do that, moving your feet back and forth. Don't just stand there like this. Move your feet. And if Kevin is attacking me, you can see how that would work. A little bit in context here. And just back and forth like you were sweeping the broom. Okay, let's change it to the other side. I'm going to attack his leg first, sweep it out, then I can attack up into his hands, legs again, okay? And you notice I'm moving back very gently really, but because of my body position, I'm kind of catching him with the end of the stick each time, so it would be very painful, and I'm sure that after a couple of those he'd give up if I got him in just the right place. So again, work this little routine until you can do it very comfortably, any angle, moving around in circles. It's fine. Okay, we've seen this toe slap technique once before. I think we did it from Tenchi when we were doing it, but let's do it from Shizen right now so we can get the real essence of it and the important things about it. And we'll also show you how you can go straight into, let's say, a ski or something from there, so that it's just a part of the flow of the entire fight. It's just part of what you're doing to get by here. So Kevin, I'm sorry, Jim is the attacker right now, and as he maybe he's in Seigan, and as he moves up to try to attack into from there, right, I'm going to use that opportunity to sneak in here like this, slap down, and you notice I pulled it a little bit away from him because, you know, we don't need to do that in the video, but what I would be doing is slapping straight onto his leg right here, and notice that I am putting my left leg forward and trying to keep my back as straight as I can. I don't want to be putting my head down this way because I may get to the point where I'm too close and he gets hit in the foot and he drops the sword and it lands on my head. So I want to make sure that even if he drops the sword, that it doesn't go anywhere near me. So I need to keep my kama here. Just straight from here, slide it back. And I'm moving here, the sword comes up. I use that time to hit his foot, slide it out, and attack right in. Okay? So that's how you would attack a person's foot using a bow in this case, but you can do it with a jo or a hanbo as well. I've seen many techniques of twirling. The one that I was taught seems to make a lot of sense to me because you're constantly moving in and out of kamas that you will recognize. Maybe I'll stop there at certain points so you can see where the kamas are. But the twirling is very, very helpful if you're dealing particularly with multiple attackers. Keep this thing twirling in front of you, and it's hard for the attackers to get close to you. And again, use the gravity of it. I'm just letting it kind of fall over my hands by positioning it with the gravity. You can see I keep my back straight. Just a little bit of a push. If I have it balanced, if my hands are balanced, it lets it spin very easily. Okay? Okay. And from here, you could go into any number of strikes. So Kevin is attacking me with a sword, and maybe Jim has got a sword too. So I got two of them on me, both with big long razor blades. And this guy's trying to get it on me, so I do this. And then when I do this, he comes over here to try to get on me over Jim. So I can spin over here, and then I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. Okay, and then right into the strikes, right into the strikes. Okay, so you've got to be able to go from the twirling right into a strike, twirl right into a strike. Okay, and that's how it would be used against multiple attackers. Now this final section are three main mobilizations using the stick. And thinking back, we haven't really used the jo that much, so let's use the jo for these last three, and you can get a feel for how these techniques work and how you would be able to immobilize an opponent and not have to necessarily injure them too badly or strike them in the head or face, or as we talked about the temporal bone here, and you know, really injure someone. We don't want to always have to do that. In fact, we never want to have to do that. So mobilizations that are really good stuff. They're difficult though, and there's some technical details that you really have to pay attention to if you want them to work. So please bear with us as we go through this a little bit meticulously and see if we can get all the major points for you. Okay, so the first one is, let's say Jim is going to punch me again. I'm moving out of the way in the do strike. Very similar to what we were doing before. Do strike here, strike into the do, and that should, you know, put a little crimp in his style, slow him down a little bit. And then I'm going to move up underneath here, underneath his arm, gently push this down as a lever, and you can see that I start to catch his elbow here. Got his elbow, put that right down over his knee, and the elbow is caught there. And can you get out of that? Can you move?
Nope.
Okay. Let's do it one more time. Punch comes in, slamming there, keep it in here, and I get him caught just like this. Okay, and I don't really have to press down too hard. I mean, that's good enough, right, Jim? Let's do it from the other side.